What's going on, guys? I know it's late in the week and finally doing this Spider-Man Far From Home review. And yes, Tom Holland's back. We got the additions of Jake Gyllenhaal and Zendaya's back, along with Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. This movie, you guys, was just fantastic from beginning to the end. When you're watching the beginning of the film, you feel like you're watching like a teen comedy for the first 30 minutes, which is fine. So for some people, have been complaints. For some people, it didn't work. It was kind of... But it's what Spider-Man is. Spider-Man is a teenager. He's trying to find himself in this world that he's caught up in, and he's trying to figure out exactly what's going on. So you're seeing Spider-Man, first of all, finally back in his... After going through the events of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. So you see Spider-Man really coming back into the forefront of this movie. When he's in London, he wants to just have this vacation. He wants to leave Spider-Man behind. He's dealing with, life post, the snap, and they're calling it the blip, and you see that kind of funny references, and you have like a little emotional video at the very beginning of the movie, which I really thought was really cool, how they address how the snap, how people are holding up, how this new future is doing after the 5-year gap. People are handling, people have come back from people who have had dealt with loss, but are coming back to these people that they love to know, and it's a different world you see, and you have Quentin Beck, which is Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and I think he did a great job. I think he's very, very convincing of what he's trying to do, and he's trying to, he's trying to create, and when you see he's trying to create these monsters to really become the next Iron Man, and he lures him, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, into giving him the Tony Stark glasses. And it's crazy how it just all happens all at once. And you see that, you're just like, dang, I can't believe he actually did this. He lured him in to give him the glasses, and you see it when they're at the bar, and after they had the whole monster battles, and you really think these are real monsters, that they're elementals, and you think there's this other Marvel Cinematic, other different Earth, this multiverse concept. But then when the banner is lifted, and you see all the different things going on, these are people that have been from the other... I've worked for Stark Industries, and they're trying to, get back at him, get back at Tony Stark, get back at the whole people, and fool everybody, fool S.H.I.E.L.D., fool everyone. And Jake Gyllenhaal does such a convincing job of it, and it's really good of what he does. And he's a really good dimensional bad guy, just like Michael Keaton in the first Spider-Man. I think he did just as well as Jake Gyllenhaal did. And Jake Gyllenhaal does just a great job. He's not like a super villain with superpowers, but then he uses the mysterio aspect, the magician, the illusions, and I think the illusion scenes with him and Spider-Man are crazy good. It really just jumps out like from a comic book, and I really thought that was really awesome what they did. And you have the good chemistry between Tom Holland and Zendaya that works really super well, guys. And you see them figure out what's going on. They see that they're using the drones as projecting the images, making things look real. But to make it seem real, the drones are attacking, making real damage, real chaos into the environments. And it was a really cool story, because I was believing Jake Gyllenhaal. I was really going through for the multiverse kind of aspect of it. And I was really convinced that, okay, this is actually happening. These monster titans are coming from this other multiverse into our current universe. And I really was taken by that, and I thought that was really cool how they did that. And it was just really fun to watch this movie, guys. From start to finish, you had the little funny relationship between Happy Hogan and Aunt May, that going on through the movie. You had the field trip in Europe with the goofy teachers bringing the kids everywhere, and Spider-Man dealing with, he wants to enjoy this trip. He's trying to win over MJ, which is Zendaya's character, and then you're dealing with the Mysterio aspect, the monsters and all that. It just came to be such a good movie, guys. And then you get to the end, they realize, Spider-Man goes through this crazy trip of dealing with Mysterio and the illusions, and almost gets his butt kicked, and he can't get that spider sense back. And the whole movie he deals with the spider sense, what they call it, the Peter Tingle, which is pretty funny actually, through the references to the whole movie. But it's just real great. And finally at the end, when they find the final battle in London, he finally gets it back and kills Mysterio. I'm not sure if he shoots him. I can't remember if he shoots him or something else happens, but it's really cool how they do it. The fight at the end is really cool. Massive, awesome battle at the end of the movie. And you have, with Happy Hogan and all the guys together, and you see them Happy Hogan trying to save his friends out of there. And before that whole event, you have Peter Parker getting rescued by Happy Hogan on the ship. and you see him putting together a suit, and you really see the essence of Tony Stark in Peter. And that's what Tony Stark, he trusted in giving him those glasses so he could lead going forward. But you really see a lot of kid in him. I don't know if he's ready to lead, but I think Tony knew that deep down inside that Peter has the ability to lead the Avengers, possibly later down the road, and he can do this, and he has the faith in him after, Tony Stark is now gone. So, and there's a lot of cool references all around the world. You see big banners, big posters, even like TV screens showing Tony Stark. And then the beginning of the movie showed a big reference of like a high school, Whitney Houston, always love you, intro with Tony Stark, Captain America, Black Widow. It was just hilarious. But this movie had a lot of good comedy, you guys. Had a really great acting. Jake Gyllenhaal was a standout. Tom Holland was a standout. Zendaya was a standout. Their chemistry worked really good. The ending, oh my goodness. The post-credit scene of this film was fantastic. You have the return of J. Jonah Jameson, because you have them swinging around New York and it ends right there, and then you have the mid-credit scene and you show that and you're like, no way. It's more like the fake news kind of aspect in today's world. Daily Bugle is more of an online thing. And then they show like a clip before Quentin Beck was killed, Mysterio, and he's basically showing that Spider-Man killed him, and he, on the big screen in New York, in the freaking Times Square, or it might have been Times Square, but it was in the big screen in downtown New York City, this video gets across, and he freaking reveals Spider-Man's identity is Peter Parker. It was just nuts, showing J. Jonah Jameson, and then you see him, everybody can hear that he is Peter Parker. It's just crazy, and it ends right there. So what is the future of the MCU with Spider-Man? Who the heck knows? It's just nuts, and it got me so super excited, you guys. Oh my gosh, it blew my mind. And then you get the very end credit scene. You have the Skrulls coming back from Captain Marvel, and you realize that Sam Jackson is actually, Nick Fury is actually the dang Skrull, Ben Mendelsohn Skrull, and his wife from Captain Marvel was back from the 90s. So who knows how long Sam Jackson has been gone, and you see him in space, and you see him like at a beach, and he's like, wait a minute, and he's actually in space, and he's like, oh, I need to, Ben Mendelsohn's like, I need to get these Sam Jackson back to Earth. They're asking so many questions, I can't keep answering. I don't know all these dang questions. So who knows how long that Ben Mendelsohn's character has been inhabiting Nick Fury on Earth and pretending to be him. He went through this whole Spider-Man thing as Nick Fury. It's crazy to know, like dang, it's like they hit you with the Peter Parker reveal, the Jonah Jameson reveal, and then they hit you with the Ben Mendelsohn Skrull taking over as Nick Fury and his wife as the other agent girl. I'm just like, dang, this movie just blew it out of the water. Probably the two of the most best post-credit scenes out there, you guys. But overall, guys, Spider-Man Far From Home, it blew my mind. It was a fantastic film, guys. I'm going to give this movie a 4.5 out of 5 stars. This movie was fantastic. It was great. Not everybody's going to think this is awesome. I think this is probably the second best Spider-Man movie, probably of all time. Probably this and Spider-Man 2 are like neck and neck. It's very hard, but this movie and Spider-Man 2 for me are neck and neck. Spider-Man 2 is probably, with Tobey Maguire, probably the best Spider-Man until this one. Spider-Man and Spider-Verse, I'm not going to count it because it's animated, but these two are neck and neck. Fantastic Spider-Man movie, guy. Make sure you guys comment down below. Let me know what you thought about Spider-Man Far From Home. What was you guys' reaction to it? Did you love it? Did you think it was okay? Or did you hate it? And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and check out our other videos on our channel. We got awesome reactions. We got other things going on, guys. More fun videos to come, reactions. I'll be posting here in about a week or so or less. Earbud videos. I'm trying to get more videos up every other day, get more content coming to the channel. It's been kind of a weird week, but we'll get things going, guys. And we'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace.